Here we are, Sub-Lieutenant Jones. Space, the final frontier. I am Captain Frank Lee English, and these are the voyages of the starship HMSS Imperialize. Our mission? To explore strange new worlds, to seek out new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Rousing stuff, Captain English, sir.
You really think so? I was afraid it would sound a little bit cliched. The last thing I'd want would be for anyone listening to think that was going to be representative of the quality of all our dialogue throughout this entire voyage.
Perhaps it's best not to heighten expectations too early on, boyo.
Yes, Jones. A healthy dose of self-deprecation should neutralize the mildly xenophobic nature of the mission we've been tasked with by Her Majesty, Queen of Great Britain and of the Commonwealth Realms.
Yeah, so long as we can avoid resorting to trite national...
Yeah. Jones! You stay here. Certainly. I'll be on my way now, just as soon as I choose to exit this chair. It's Wales' own son, Sub-Lieutenant Jones. It's Aled, the Lewis to my Morse. It's Aled, the Gromit to my Wallace. It's Aled, the Andrew Ridgely to my George Michael.
Stop looking at me, boyo. You're starting to creep me out.
Best stow this for now. I would do well to study these closely in case of an emergency, like we're stranded immobile in space. I'll have to take a closer look at these safety instructions for peace of puzzle. I mean mind. Peace of mind. Why, the humble paperclip, a staple of any adventure gamer's inventory. Now, to find the kitchen. If memory serves me correct, it's just down this corridor, beyond the fourth wall. That's the gravity simulation switch. Weightlessness doesn't affect me. My affinity with the working class keeps me grounded. I'm afraid I've nothing useful to hand. Let's see if prodding this around fixes anything. Aha! It's a Virgin Digital 3.5 inches. It's compact, but still large enough to grip. 1.44 mega... Of course, it lacks the precision of a mouse and keyboard. What are your prime directives? I don't suppose you've kept in touch with Matilda or any of the other house robots? Ha! Remember that time you fell foul to a case of mistaken identity at Mos Eisley? Was Vista as bad for you as it was for the rest of us? You know, we've a lot in common. In the movies, the evil villain always ends up being the supercomputer or Alan Rickman. It's our autonomous beverage dispensing robot, Gertie. It's Alan's mug, isn't it? It's for my Rosie Lee. Sorry, Cockney crockery. One day it became self-aware. It really takes the misery out of making tea. It's a tea. Of course, the downside of having a sentient being responsible for making the tea is that every so often it forgets how much milk to add. Mild green washing up liquid. A poisoned chalice. I don't think I could. Why, it's packed to the rafters with mild English cheddar. Plenty to share. That leads into the cockpit.
Any danger of making that tea, boyo?
Oh, sorry for the delay.
Never mind, boyo. How did you manage to carry it in there without spilling any?
I've just been very careful. Ever since that whole Deepwater Horizon incident. Oh, terribly sorry. I appear to have given you my cup.
What? But that's disgusting. It's got your saliva over it and everything. That is totally against health and safety.
I think you're overreacting.
It's got your saliva on it, but it's like we've been kissing. That is like sexual harassment as well.
Awfully sorry for the delay.
Never mind, boyo. How did you manage to carry it in there without spilling any?
I've just been very careful. Ever since that whole Deepwater Horizon incident.
I don't really have anywhere to set this. You won't take over the controls from it until I finish. Wouldn't want to spill anything over these expensive electronics.
But of course. Why, if such a thing were to happen, we'd have a real puzzle on our hands.
Just go easy. Keep it steady.
Yes.
Venting reserve oxygen commencing cabin depressurization. Life support systems offline. Flight safe mode disabled.
Okay, right. Okay.
Opening rear cargo doors.
Careful, boyo.
so we should
Keep
have
it
done that.
steady.
No. Right.
Primary starboard fuel cell.
Easy,
jettisoned.
boyo.
Yes? No. Right. Yes. Right. No.
Daisy.
Give me your answer.
Holy cow! Ah! Look what you've done! I told you to keep it steady.
Good heavens! What a waste of perfectly good tea.
I think we should be more concerned about the...
Look, regardless, we'll have plenty of time to argue about this now that we're stranded. Unless, of course, we can replace the controls with something else.
When you say we...
I mean the royal we. I'll sort this out. Don't move. I don't want you dribbling on anything else. Honestly, you're worse than the elderly. Very odd. It appears to be stuck. With great power comes great responsibility. Remarkable. It would appear one of our Oxbridge-educated engineers has installed hinges on both sides of this door. How is that even possible? It might fit Allard's dainty hand. I've a bit more girth. That leads into the cockpit.
Have you found something to replace the controls you broke yet?
Here, plug this in. See if it works.
No joy, boyo.
What? Is it supposed to be plug and play?
No, boyo. You'll have to install the drivers first.
Well, can't you just download them in here? Now, to download this driver, I just need to connect to the internet first. Bingo! Found it! Fantastic! Now to quickly copy this driver. Whoa! Oh, sorry. Oh, gosh, is that the time? It'll be starting to get dark outside. Best check up on Ellard and see if he's dried off. It's remarkable how much information can be stored on something so compact. Three and a half inches. It's compact, but still large enough to grip.
What's going on? What are you playing at, boyo?
I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. It felt like someone else was in control of my inhibitions.
Just give me the driver so we can GTFO.
GTFO?
Get the...
Here, install this, and we should be underway again. What?
Alright.
Tails never...
It...
Blast. God. Right. I haven't been up here long, and already I think I've started... In a bygone era, we could have just stuffed a triple action. Removes grease, fights odors, preserves one's dignity while attempting to squeeze through a narrow opening. The holy trinity of cleaning products. If you want a job done around here, you've got to do it yourself. Whilst that did smell like a spring breeze, it did chafe a turd. I think I'd better go carb-free when we get back to old Blighty. It's just like exercising at the gym, albeit without the judgment of others. you want a job done around here, you've got to do it yourself. I'm sure this'll come in, wait for it, handy, eh? The box is sealed shut. Why, it would be impossible to determine the fate of any biological life form inside. The box is sealed shut. Why, it would be impossible to determine the fate of any biological life form inside. It's a precision-engineered German motorized screwdriver. Ah! Voila! That should significantly reduce the risk of death by electrocution. Always a cup. This should do the trick. No, that's yes, right. Oops, God, I'd be ever so clumsy. Ah well, no harm done. Let's check back with Alan and see if that's sorted everything. Oh yeah, it's starting to give me the creeps. Sub-Lieutenant Jones!
Aye, boyo?
Right. I'll have this open in a jiffy. Aha! That's what I'm after. Splendid! Why, that was very straightforward. However, I can't help but feel if I... I don't suppose you'd have any use for this premium German motorized screwdriver.
Ah, cheers, Bert.
Stop, Lieutenant!
Relax, Bert.
Relax!
Look. For the last time, the left stick moves it forward and back. The right stick turns it left and right.
By Jove, it works!
In 600,000 yards, your destination will be on the right. You've reached your destination.
Sub-Lieutenant Jones, we've arrived! The new world! Quickly, break open a container of property of ER2 flags and prepare a landing party!
As much as I'd love to jump onto the surface and soak up the radioactive atmosphere of this uncharted, most likely fatally hazardous planet, I think it may be an idea to send the Beagle 2-2 down first, just to get a feel for the place.
I've considered your suggestion, Sub-Lieutenant Jones, and have made the executive decision to send the Beagle 2-2 down for a quick recce, prior to making our own triumphant descent. The extra time will allow us to properly consider which 19th century member of the aristocracy to name this place after.
Launching probe.
What the devil? Sub-Lieutenant Jones, quickly! We've been outmaneuvered! Someone's got here before us! We need to find out who that jolly well is and eject them from Her Majesty's New World post-haste. Set us down! No doubt filled with epic loot, as they say on the YouTubes.
Ah, cheers, Bert.
It's a rock. This is one of those situations where you're stuck between a rock and, well, more rocks. It's another rock. I fear I'm at risk of repeating myself. There are a lot of rocks. This is one of those situations where you're stuck between a rock and, well, more rocks. isolation of space. It isn't really the sort of environment that lends itself to observational comedy. I fear I'm at risk of repeating myself.
Look, boyo, over there.
Where?
By that rock.
Would it trouble you immensely to use another point of reference, Sub-Lieutenant Jones?
Fine, boyo. By that gorilla.
Put that down, you damn dirty ape! Come on, Sub-Lieutenant Jones. Let's get after him. Look, there isn't really much for me to work with here. Humorously, I mean, obviously if I was a stonemason, there'd be loads to work with. This is one of those situations where you're stuck between a rock and, well, more rocks. It isn't really the sort of environment that lends itself to observational comedy. No point leaving without a souvenir.
Not so fast, you English mongrels. What do we have here, Pierre? Ah. Am I? And how are you going to stop me?
By the power of Grayskull, I have the power!
Oh, monsieur, I can't believe you actually said that.
Honestly, I imagine this standoff will be resolved through the completion of some sort of moderately juvenile, yet entertaining puzzle. Well, it's got... well, we could... Look! A three-headed monkey!
Where?
Quick, Sub-Lieutenant Jones, run!
Oh, man! How did I fall for that? Wait, you're right. I have to trust him. Pardonnez-moi, I'm a sucker for the blue eyes.
What now, boyo?
Well... it's Wales' own son, Sub-Lieutenant Jones. Let's try and salvage something, like a spare wheel nut, or a fragment of dignity. Before its untimely passing, the Beagle 2-2 appears to have discovered a rock. Well, it's not quite Tutankhamun's tomb, but right now I'll take what I can get. Sub-Lieutenant Jones. Amuse yourself until I get back.
I'll try and recollect the last couple of hours.
Ooh. Ay, bendito. I make no bones about how grim that was. Oh, what have we here? Either the upholstery's been woven from tinsel, or we've hit the jackpot. It's an elegant lady's purse, filled with loose change. If you want a job done around here, you've got to do it yourself. It isn't great for the environment. Replacement ribbons are a real biohazard. It has a warmth that you simply don't get with digital, especially if you burn the sleeve as well. Preserved thanks to the tireless efforts of hipsters from all corners of Shoreditch. The biggest floor filler since concrete. While I'm here, I may as well give it a go. Gotcha! You know the old saying? A frog in the hand is worth two in the biological science testing facility. How convenient! The cheese sticks to his moist green flesh, thus progressing this ethically questionable puzzle.
work. Ugh, qu'est-ce que c'est l'aesthetically unremarkable block of...
Gosh, I had high hopes for that little chap. Oh well, as my mother would say, plenty more frogs in the biological science testing facility. Maybe I should delegate some of this legwork to Sub-Lieutenant Jones. I'm sure he's as... Sub-Lieutenant Jones!
Aye, boyo?
I don't suppose you have a frog handy. That was convenient. Do you have some cheese I can borrow? That was convenient. Do you have any ideas how to deal with our continental cousins?
Above my paycheck, boyo. Don't we have anything back in the ship to DS?
I can't say I have much experience with...
No, I've had...
But we...
I used to...
Don't mind... Yo-ho! I've brought a peace offering. A sample of delicious British dairy produce.
Do not insult my palate with your bland, insipid, rotten lactose. It pales in comparison to our superior, deliciously aged rotten lactose.
Well, that's diplomacy off the dining table. How convenient. The cheese sticks to his moist green flesh, thus progressing this ethically questionable puzzle. If my moderately racist grandparents have taught me anything, it's that this should work.
What is this sorry excuse for that? Ooh, is that Swiss cheese? A slice of M&... Pierre, les condiments, allez! Don't let him get away.
Huzzah!
I hope the little fella's alright.
I wouldn't worry. I'm sure they won't harm him. They're not complete savages, just Right. Well, that's the first thing it'll have to go. I say, that's quite the collection of wine. How's that? Blast. It would appear that only temporarily disabled it. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I've got. I'm still Francis from, Joey. How's that? Best hold on to my weighted companion. I'm unable to find a solution to our current dilemma. Well, that ought to do the trick. Let's take the opportunity while this is offline to do a spot of rebranding outside. I don't have anything against it on a packet of bread rolls, but that flag can't stay. Victory is ours, Sub-Lieutenant Jones. Now I know how Nelson felt at Trafalgar. Prior to being shot, of course. Although, I'm fairly certain I pulled something in my throwing arm earlier, so I can empathize. Quickly, Sub-Lieutenant Jones! We don't have long. Do you have a flag ready for hoisting?
Standard.
Yes. Is it ready to go?
I think I hear someone coming. Will I hoist it now, boyo?
Steady, Jones. It isn't official unless we play the national anthem. Fortunately, I have it saved on this anodized aluminium portable. I think someone's put it on shuffle. Okay, I got it. Now. Au revoir. Bourgogne Chardonnay, 2015. Good year.
Look, boyo, over there. Why does it always rain in England?